Well, I think this is the last of it.
Good.
Excuse me, Mr. and Mrs. Kendall receiving today?
Pa!
Adam?
Hello.
Mary.
Oh,
How are you, darling? You look great. Hey, the both of you.
I'm so happy you're here.
Happy and in your debt, sir.
Never mind that debt business. It was all of Walnut Grove that pitched into hell.
And we're in their debt, too.
Hey, I brought a friend along. You remember Joe Kagan?
Joe, I certainly do.
Mary, pleased to meet you, Adam. Heard a lot about you.
It's nice to meet you, Joe.
Joe's going to drive the second wagon for you.
We appreciate it.
So do I. This dirt foreman's been promoted from scratching a nut and crop to chauffeuring for an academy. You got a good stout team?
Yeah, the best. That's it parked outside.
I'll take a look at the team I'll be riding behind.
I'll visit for a while. Oh, can't wait till you're home. If you're all set, we can leave first thing in the morning.
Right.
Oh. You got a second to look at something?
Sure. What is it?
I don't know what. Horses, I think.
That's it?
That's right.
Adam, there's two things the blind should approach with caution. Buzzsaws and buying horses.
What's wrong with the horses, Joe?
Don't know where to begin, Mary. They wouldn't make glue. If they did, it wouldn't stick.
You wouldn't get to the outskirts of town with that team.
You're trying to tell me only a blind man would buy those horses?
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
How'd you ever come across this pair of Spavin beauties?
I, traded the school's furnishings for them with Mr. Standish. Them, the wagon, and food supplies for the trip. And he said they were the finest team in his livery, and I got that in writing. We still got taken.
What are we gonna do now?
Mary, you and Adam stay here. The four of us are going to go see Mr. Standish.
Gotcha.
We don't serve horses in here, Ingalls.
Then you must have changed your menu. Where's Standish?
What are those horses doing down there?
Oh, Ingalls brought him in, Mr. Standish.
You? Again?
That's right, me again.
Get those nags out of here.
The way I understand it, they're your nags, Mrs. Standish.
Who are you?
Joe Kagan.
He's a friend of mine.
I might have known. Those are not my horses anymore, Ingalls.
According to Adam Kendall, he contracted with you for the finest team and the best wagon in your livery. Said he has it in writing.
You know, the only way to get this crowbait to Minnesota is in the wagon, not pulling it.
You haven't seen the wagon yet.
Yeah, Moses must have used it on his way out of Egypt.
Ouch! I'll have you both in jail.
For what? We're just trying to show your customers how honest you are.
The man who runs a gambling establishment, you ought to trust his word. Right, folks?
Kind of hard to trust a man who'd rob a blind school.
All those poor little blind children. Cheating them would be just downright rotten. Dishonorable.
Now, just a minute. Just a minute. There's a simple explanation for all this.
Sure, there had to be. Give the man a chance, folks.
It was a mistake. Just an unfortunate mistake. The fool who runs my livery, he just misunderstood. No, really, you can't believe that a man of my position and my reputation would want anything but the best for those precious little tots at the blind school. Gentlemen, why don't you go down to the livery, select any horses you want.
And wagon.
and wagon.
Buy my two friends a drink.
Fred, get these filthy beasts out of here. Bring the shovel.
Here are the rest of the children. Now, careful. Hold on to the rope.
Jim, you come with me. Right up on the seat.
Surprise!
What in the name of heaven is she doing here?
Who knows?
Get everybody on a wagon ready to move out.
All right.
Mrs. Olson? What are you doing here?
Oh, I came by stage last night from Brookings. It was late, so I decided not to disturb you. Anyway, I can see that you're surprised. I stayed at the hotel, and Mr. Standish told me that you were leaving bright and early this morning, and I see I'm here just in the nick of time.
In the nick of time for what?
Well, I'm going with you. I think it's only fitting that I should meet Mrs. Terhune personally. Oh, here you are, my good man. Thank you.
Mrs. Olson, I think you ought to think about this. I mean, this is going to be a very hard trip. I don't think you should go.
Well, why not?
Why, it's going to be a rough trip, really. Now,
Well, nonsense. If the children can do it, so can I. Now, you're not going to talk me out of it, Charles Ingalls.
you're sure?
Mr. Ingalls, I'm going with you.
Suit yourself. You right up on the wagon seat there with Mr. Kagan.
Mr. Ingalls, I prefer not to ride in that wagon.
Well, why not?
Well, you certainly don't expect me to ride all the way to Walnut Grove with a colored person, do you?
Mrs. Olson, I don't expect you to do anything. Now, you can either ride on the wagon seat with Mr. Kagan, or you can walk. You suit yourself.
All right, I'll walk.
Fine. Joe, you got room for Cam up in the seat of your wagon.
All right.
Goodbye, Mary.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, my son.
Goodbye, sir.
God bless you all.